Hi, welcome back. In today's video, as you can see, there is no PowerPoint deck. I'm trying to cover the compound interest with the help of one example as and is shown on the spreadsheet. So this is one of the fundamental video I will doing on the investment basics. So this helps in this video. After this example, I'll take the scenarios of the invest and try to explain what is simple interest and then go to the compound interest, which make it very easier to understand. And I will show the formula, how it is how it's computed, and plus the what is also it meant by that, right? So, and what will be our investment, as you can see there, and I will go very deeply into that in my channel. If you're new to the channel, mostly I do the stock analysis, the fundamental analysis of the stocks, whether it's a large cap from the long term perspective or the new IPOs or the growth stocks. But on from the time to time, whenever the time permits, I also post some basic videos which helps who the community who doesn't have that kind of a background to get some solid understanding of that. If you if you like this video, kindly give the thumbs up. Either you're subscribed or not subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate that. And also, by if you like this content of the video and you like me to continue, then do subscribe as well. Okay, just before I start, just 2 minutes 1 minute more, who is new to the channel, or maybe 30 seconds. Myself, Pramod Kumar, I am a CFA charter holder, and mostly I do the stock analysis fundamental video on my channel, as said, and some you can search on my channel if you want to listen on that as well. So let's get started without further delay. So let's I think the best okay let's get started. So the best way to understand anything is to with the help of the example. Suppose we have $10,000, and that $10,000 I want to invest. So we have two scenario. One is the simple interest and another is the compound interest. Okay, so now we need to see of which one is good. Of course, people will say, even who doesn't know the math, the compound interest is good, right? Looks a little bit uh, complex, right? Rather than a simple. Why just take complex? Or we can see the number as well, right? As I show you the spreadsheet. But let's try to see, even if better, then how much is it better, and why it's going to better, and from the duration perspective, right? So these are the questions we try to answer here. Because applying the formula is straightforward, I can share this spreadsheet. I can show the formula as well, right? So that's not a problem. The main thing is, the core is to really to understand that, so we won't forget, right? And no need to revise if we understand that well one time. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start from the basic. So the basic is simple interest, right? What is simple interest? Simple interest is, let's say we have this investment, $10,000. Interest rate is 10%, and investment term is 10 years, right? So in the simple interest, when we calculate the interest of 10% of $10,000, which is the initial amount, as you can see here, this time does we get 1,000. So this interest will be same year after year until we get our money back. It's $10,000. So the total interest, if we get every year, if we get $1,000, and the total number of year is 10, for sure we do the simple math. Sum is $10,000, right? So that's what I have did it here. Now, what is this? This is just the balance amount showing the balance year over year, right? So after 10 years, we'll get 20,000. But how we get 20,000? We'll get in first year $10,000 plus its interest. I'll show you here, right? This plus this. The next year, we get the previous year balance, right? Plus the interest on the initial interest on the second year, and so on. By doing this, so basically what we are getting the interest on the initial amount, right? So that's the simple interest. And if you want to really interested in the math of this, so this is the simple math, right? Principal 1 plus r time t. R is the rate of interest and time in year, right, which is 1 year every year. So that's why it's same. Okay, now comes to the main piece. How, what if we have the same investment, how the compound interest will be calculated? So you see here the number of year is I plotted same 1 to 10, and then but my interest is every year is different, and because of that my balance will be also be different. So what is the compound interest? So first year it's same, so there is no difference, 1000 and 1000, right, because 10,000 times 10% we get 1. So in the first year, the initial year, there is no change, so that's why the balance is same. The next year we see there is a difference of $100. What is the difference? Because in second year we get $1,000, correct, but we also get this $100 extra. So if I do the add one more column here, right, if I do this minus this, so compound interest minus simple interest, so first year is 0 and second year is $100 extra. So now the question is, we understand as with a simple interest example that 1000 comes from this 10,000, right, 10,000 times 10% we got 1. So forget about this complex math. From where this 100 comes from? So this 100 basically comes from this 1000 interest which we get in the past year. So rather to think this way, we got this year and one in the first year we get 11,000 balance. So we invest $1,000 as well, and that $1,000 bring the interest of $100, right? So if you do that, it's very simple, right? So let's say this $1,000, right, times 10%. So if I do this 1,000 times 10 is 100, right? So that's how it is, which we get it. So this is for the second year. Let's do one more year. So for the next year, what's our difference? So the next year is difference is $210. How $210? Now 100. So because in this difference, so we got this 2,100. So this $2,000 will bring us so this 2,100 give us this interest of 2 years. So first year interest is 1,000, second year interest is 1,100. So total interest difference is, right, bring us $200 extra on the compound interest. Hopefully it makes sense to you, right? So that's the difference. So that's the interest on interest. If I put the correct word now, interest on interest, right? So that's the power of compounding. So same way, if we go down and down and down, so every year we got some more and more, because the money we receive every year on interest, not only on the principal balance, because principal balance will get the same, but extra money when we invest it, because first year we the 2 years we invested $2,000 in interest plus the extra $100 which we get from the first year interest, because that's also the money we invested, right? So the same way in this third year we got 3,310, right, and so on. So when we do that, the interest, first year interest composed of, or the last year and before year, previous years, the money get invested and we get the return of it. So when we do the sum of all this, if I do the sum of all this interest on interest, this will be $5,937. So look at the power of the difference, which is the same if I do this balance difference between the simple and this. So I can show it to you as well. So if I show this minus the simple, so that's the same number, because the number difference comes from that compounding piece of it. If you want to see the math, before I show the math, let me show you the graph as well. So just for this time safety, I copied this table here. So this is 1 to 10. This is coming from simple interest, and this is the compound interest, right? So this is just referring to these interest cells. So if you plot it, you notice here the compound interest got, the slope is upward sloping, right? Whereas the simple interest slope is flat, right? So that's the power. So this means our money, whatever interest we are getting, our money works on it. So it will also help. So that's why it also helps buy and hold, right? Not try to sell, because even on our stocks, so how we get the benefit? So for example, let's say this way, we have the stocks who give the dividend, right? And if we keep investing those dividend, so that rather than take it out, if you take it out, then it acts like a simple interest. But if you invest that dividend as well, then that dividend over the time period, it will make a huge difference, right? So that's it. And the math for it, this one is, I'll show you the math just for the guys. So this is P 1 plus R over N over T. So if on our side this is yearly rate, so that's why N is 1 and this is 1. So right. So rather than inside, this is to the power of T. P is the principal amount and A is the final amount. And if I show you the here, it's pretty straightforward. Sorry, here the interest. So interest is this, let's do the second year, right? So that's how it is calculated. So previous and this one. So if you want, I can do this for you. This times 1 plus, because to show the in 10 years time, and if I do to the power of 10, right, I got the same number here. I need to do the breakdown just to show you and clarify the concept that how this comes. So there is many way to compute the same thing. So this is on the yearly basis, but if you want to calculate 10 year, you will get the straight number now, right? So that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, kindly give the thumbs up and kindly subscribe the channel. And if you have a doubt on any of the financial concept, or if you want me to cover any high growth stocks or any long-term perspective where you have a doubt and you think it will be beneficial for the community of to look into it, I will definitely try to cover on my channel. So kindly do subscribe to my channel and press that like button. And also, if you have kids at home and you want to have him good stories, there is another channel like Sadiq World. I'll put a link there, so do subscribe on that one, so kids will get motivated on reading books and all. So I really like that one. Okay, thanks for watching and see you soon on the next video. Bye for now.